It's been the Christopher Bell Show. No one in 4 years has had the success of the Oklahoma native, who will attempt to go for a record 4 wins in a row, a feat not done in nearly 2 decades. Odds that may seem too large to accomplish, but if you're feeling lucky enough, you may attempt to roll the dice or take one more hit in hopes of cashing in big time in Sin City. That is what Bell and 35 other drivers will attempt to do at this 1.5-mile oval. Welcome to race number 5 in the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season. It's the Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada. And once again, absolutely gorgeous weather here in Sin City. Temperature going to be in the low to mid 70s, 0% chance of rain, but with us being in the West Coast, we're going to have lots of wind south-southeast through the racetrack at 10 miles an hour, but can get wind gusts as high as 23 miles an hour. So it's going to be hot, windy, but clear as day. And welcome everyone back to episode of MDK RaceDay. My name is Jet. Hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday as we get you ready for today's NASCAR Cup Series race from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at the point standings following Phoenix. Christopher Bell, he has won the last 3 races, but still not the points leader. He does move up to second in the point standings, 13 though still behind William Byron. Tyler Reddick remains in third. Blaney lost 2 spots with his engine failure, drops to 4th. Chase Elliott in 5th, Alex Bowman, his teammate, in 6th. The biggest mover was Denny Hamlin, who finished 2nd last Sunday, jumps up 10 spots to 7th, tied 55 points behind with Kyle Busch and Joey Logano. And Chris Buescher, he now enters the top 10 minus 56. Busch, the official beer of NASCAR and proud sponsor of the Busch Light Pole Award, given to the fastest driver at each NASCAR Cup Series event. Busch Light congratulates Michael McDowell for his 7th career Cup Series pole, his first at a traditional 1.5-mile racetrack, and his first pole at Las Vegas, scoring with a speed of 186.961 miles per hour. Since 2020, Busch Beer has invested more than $70 million in becoming a premier sponsor of the NASCAR Cup Series. So here's a look at the starting lineup for the 2025 Pennzoil 400 from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So alongside Michael McDowell is 2-time Vegas winner Joey Logano in the 22 car. Row 2 has his teammate Austin Cindric, great start for him, in 3rd, and Kyle Busch, the 2009 race winner, the Las Vegas native, starting in 4th. Eric Jones continuing his great run into 2025 with Legacy Motor Club, starting in 5th, and Alex Bowman, who won here in the spring of 2022. Row 4 has Josh Berry, another excellent run for the Wood Brothers in that 21 ride. So alongside him is the Daytona 500 champion and former race winner here in Vegas, William Byron, with the top 10 being Zane Smith, an excellent run for him, and Kyle Larson, who has also 2 victories here at this racetrack. Row 6 is RFK teammates Chris Buescher and Ryan Preece. Row 7 is Christopher Bell, who has won the last 3 races. However, he is starting 13th but will race from the back of the field due to mechanical changes. Alongside him is Tyler Reddick, who finished 2nd here last spring. Denny Hamlin in the 11 car, starting in the 15th position. He has been winning a lot in the casino, but still looking for his first win, and alongside Chase Elliott in the 9 car. Row 9 has Ty Dillon and AJ Allmendinger, colleague teammates, and right at the top 20 is Ross Chastain and Bubba Wallace, both with good records here at this track. Row 11 has Noah Gragson. Alongside him is Austin Dillon in the 3 car. Row 12 has Daniel Suarez and Chase Briscoe in the 19 ride. Row 13, Carson Hocevar and Cole Custer. Brad Keselowski, a former winner here, alongside rookie Shane Van Gisbergen. And round out the top 30 is Ty Gibbs, continuing his awful run in 2025. Alongside him is John Hunter Nemechek, who will also be going to the rear of the field due to mechanical changes. In the final 3 rows, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Todd Gillen, Justin Haley, and rookie Riley Herbst. And rounding out the 36 car lineup is Cody Ware and Ryan Blaney. Now, the reason why Ryan Blaney is starting in dead last is because he didn't post a qualifying time due to what happened in practice. Very similar to what happened last fall. Blew a tire entering turns 1 and 2 and smacks the back end to the outside wall. He was okay. He will not go to a backup car, but was not able to get the car ready in time to post a qualifying lap. So here's a look at the odds to win the Pennzoil 400. No surprise to see Larson at the best odds at plus 340. Byron and Bell both sitting at plus 650, with Reddick at 700. Joe Logano at 850, Chastain at 900, Vegas native Busch at 1100, with Bowman at 1200, Blaney at 1400, and Chase Elliott at 1500. Denny Hamlin at 1600, then Chris Buescher and Austin Cindric both at 2800, McDowell and Wallace at 3500, Berry, Briscoe, and Hocevar at 4500, and then finding And then rounding out is Keselowski at 5,000 and Ty Gibbs, if you're feeling real crazy enough, sitting at 6,000. So what are the storylines heading into this race? So I want to start off with Kyle Busch. He's one of 3 Las Vegas rookies alongside Noah Gragson and Riley Herbst. But Kyle Busch, he is a former winner here, won here back in 2009, and he has had a much better start in my eyes to the season this year than he had last year. It is an improvement. Do I expect Kyle Busch to win? No, but I do expect him to show some speed. Like I said, he's starting up front, starting in the 4th position, an excellent qualifying position for him and his team. This is a real golden opportunity for him to really solidify himself to see where does he stack up against the other 35 cars in this field here today, because I think this is a great opportunity to really show the speed that he has, because we've gone from 2 super speedways to a road course to short-ish track. Now we get into the real bread and butter of NASCAR with these mile and a halves coming up. So I'm very interested to see what real true speed that a car has. Let's go. Now we got to talk about Christopher Bell. He is going for something that has not been done since Jimmy Johnson in 2007, nearly 2 decades, and that is win 4 consecutive NASCAR Cup Series races. He will have a tough challenge ahead of him, starting at the back of the field due to those mechanical changes, but Christopher Bell is insanely good at Las Vegas. He has finished in the top 5 in 3 of the last 4 Vegas races, and especially 2 of them, he has finished in 2nd place. Those being the last 2 fall races, including last fall where he led the most laps with 155. So we know Christopher Bell loves this racetrack. We know he can run well at this racetrack, and he has been very close to tasting victory lane. I don't know if he will win this race. I think this is a very, very, very tough task for this 20 car to try and accomplish, but do not count him out. He will be a factor one way or another in who decides who wins this race. However, there are 2 other drivers you have to consider. Las Vegas is the type of racetrack that it really benefits if you ride the wall. And who are the other 2 drivers that are known for riding the wall alongside Christopher Bell? Tyler Reddick and Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, the only other 2-time Las Vegas winner alongside Joey Logano, but he has won them both in the spring. Not only that, he is the defending race winner of this racetrack. Not only that, he is the defending winner here going back to last spring. So we know Kyle Larson, we know how good he will be at this racetrack starting in the 10th position. And you have to consider Tyler Reddick, the guy who finished 2nd to Larson. Last spring, it was Larson, Reddick, Larson, Reddick. Reddick also insanely good at these types of old worn out racetracks where you have to really find a lane, find grip, go right up against the wall if you have to. Those 3 drivers, the 20, the 45, and the 5, they are going to be ones that everybody needs to keep their eyes on. However, there are some other drivers that can spoil the party. The driver starting in 2nd place, the defending champion, Joey Logano. He is the other 2-time Vegas winner, like I mentioned, won them both in the fall, but he has a very interesting stat. So far in the first 4 races, he has led 207 laps. Yet doesn't have a single top 10. Not only is that the most laps led out of any driver so far this season, that is the most laps led out of any driver, period, that has not scored a top 10 finish within the first 4 races of the season. That 22 car has speed. They have speed. They are running up front. They just cannot close the deal. Again, we look at how we started the season. The first 3 races were real outliers. Phoenix, kind of an outlier. We're now getting to the bread and butter of NASCAR. Is this going to be a continuation of what we saw last year with Joey Logano, where Joey Logano was really awful during the regular season and turning up when it matters most? Or could we see a switch with this 22 team in 2025? And of course, you have to consider Alex Bowman, who won here in the spring of 2022. William Byron, a former race winner. You look at maybe dark horses like Eric Jones, who's starting in the 5th position. Him and that 43 team are having a miles better start compared to where they were last year. Look at Josh Berry, who had a great run last weekend. Austin Cindric starting in 3rd place. There is a lot of drivers or dark horses that we don't expect to see up front kind of sprinkled in near the front of this field that can really shake up how this race plays out. Maybe not for the win, but definitely to score some stage points and have solid finishes. Now let's take a look at my Fantasy Live lineup. I do have Kyle Busch. I got him in my lineup. I also got Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, and William Byron with Alex Bowman in my garage. I was very, there was a lot of drivers I could have picked from. I picked Ross Chastain because Ross Chastain also has a really, really good record here in Vegas. Nearly won, I believe, in the fall of 2022, if I'm not mistaken, but lost it to Joey Logano. But he has been someone that's been very good, that knows how to run well here at a track like Las Vegas. Larson, Byron, and Bowman, as well as Busch, former winners here, both all show speed during practice. So I'm very confident with my Fantasy Live lineup. But the driver that I do have winning is from one of my starters, and it is Kyle Larson. I just feel like that Larson, this is going to be a track for him. And both times that he's won has been in the spring. And I just feel like Kyle Larson will be that guy to be. So I have him winning this race. But it's not like it's going to be a clear definitive winner. I mentioned Chastain. He was fast in practice. Byron fast in practice. Busch, Reddick, even Bubba Wallace. He knows how to run well here at this type of racetrack. I mean, there are a lot of drivers in contention. Chase Elliott can be someone that not many people have on their radar, but I think can show up when it matters most. There's a lot of drivers that have a shot to either A, win the race, B, be race winning, show race winning speed, or C, at the very least, have a good finish. All this is a recipe for success, for a great race. Las Vegas is a great racetrack. The next gen runs well here. We will have to deal with the dirty air, but we're getting all the recipes for what should be a great race. So I'm very excited to see what will happen here today. Let me know, what do you think is going to happen in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. As always, until next time, my name is Jet from MDK. Thank you so much for watching. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the 2025 Pennzoil 400 from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway.